Struggle streaming already. Hey, 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 everybody. It's your girl Tanya Readers, ECMG Creative. Hope all is well. And here we are on a Sunday evening live at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here to show you how to build incredible, stunning, branded beauty photographs for your business and for your clients, customers, buyers, etc., etc., etc. So, without further ado, let's just get it started. So to all y'all who came out earlier today, bless, bless, bless you. And this is the second part, start part two. This afternoon or this evening, depending on whenever you see this, we're going to show you how to develop your own images, how to create your luxury brand shoots without the hassle or the high cost. You're going to learn how to create your AI enhanced visual studio directly from your browser. And then we're going to show you how to provide opportunities for your clients, your customers, your buyers, so that they can further engage with you, your offers, and whatever it is that you put in front of them, whether it be an event or just something that you're working on that you want them to know about. And finally, we're going to show you and help you and demonstrate the power of using software, if you will, or AI software, if you will, as a service. Right? But it's not just a service, it's also as a system, and it's also as a support, because we know that lots of businesses fail in their first couple of years because they don't have those things in place. Today's not that day. We're giving you everything you need. Ain't no gatekeeping going on. Today, we are bent on seeing your bottom line burst with so much excitement, so much renewal when it comes to bringing in more clients into your business. So, I'm Tanya Weeders. I am your brand broker and digital marketing mentor of the hour. And my job is to show you how you can not only build these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful photography or photos rather, using AI as your photographer, but I'm also here to show you how you can leverage your experience and expertise utilizing AI, automation, and yes, what you already know. So here's a little background about me. I've been around for over a quarter of a century doing some things in brand design, and I also came from the world of global banking. Forgive me, for I have sinned of being a bankster, but I am recovered and I am redeemed. I moved from global banking into publishing and then marketing for all kinds of businesses, individuals, and brands that wanted to get their programs, their offers, and even themselves out into the marketplace as viable, viable, viable solutions. And then, of course, what most of us are doing right now is adding to what we already know in terms of digital marketing, digital media, design, um, creative, and even strategy, but we're adding to that automation and artificial intelligence. It is more about putting out quality with absolute speed. So, what I'm doing here, let me go back, absolute speed without forsaking quality. Because you can be quick and still be wrong. You can be fast and not deliver. But if you can be fast and deliver, and by the way, over deliver, now we're talking about something different. We're talking about another tax bracket, if you will. So, my job right now is to help business professionals just like you leverage your brand with AI, automation, and agency. And yes, you are the agency and you are the brand. You are the bee's knees. So, all strewn throughout these slides, you are going to see visual aesthetics of what you should expect once you take action with what you're being taught today, right? Today, I'm going to give you a little overview of what the AI branded beauty shots workshop is all about and why it matters. It matters because you matter. It matters because you're in business to do business, and if you're in business to do business, your business needs to be working for you whether you are or not. And the perfect way to do that is to have assets that are out there, have digital real estate that's out there that best represents you, your brand, your business, your message, what you have to offer, no matter what it is. It matters because if you are not, or your business is not performing for you in terms of sales, promo, marketing, advertising, et cetera, then you're hustling backwards. Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? So it matters. It absolutely matters. And the way that you get it done is by honing in on what your expertise is and then adding to it that extra added value of automation and AI. The power of branded AI visuals is in boosting familiarity and trust with your audience. So, because you're on different platforms, your audience on search may be completely different from those who are looking at you at Insta, those who are looking at you on a TikTok or a Facebook, a Meta, a are those the same thing? A Facebook, a Pinterest, etc., etc. These are different platforms that have different ranges, and have different tastes, if you will. You can be promoting your things on Reddit and Quora. Yeah, completely different individuals. And when you look at the data, you will see there are people on Reddit who would not be caught unalived on Facebook, for not by any means. So remember, your messaging, your branding is absolutely important. Don't let these people get you hemmed up in these streets thinking that your fonts don't matter, your image doesn't matter, your name doesn't matter, your message doesn't matter. That is a lie out of the pit of hell. So, what I'm telling you right now is that your folks need to be able to look at something that looks like yours or resembles yours and say, you know what, that's not the real article. That's not the genuine article, because these people over here, I see them every day doing the same thing, and somebody's lying and somebody's copying. You need to build that kind of familiarity with your business and with your brand. So, here's what you are to expect. You are to expect the unexpected if you do the exceptional. Exceptional people are not watching this on their phone. Exceptional folks are looking at this at their laptop or their desktop, respectively, right? Individuals who are going to go further in this are those who will engage with the comment. So if you liked, if you shared, if you have posted up a comment, if you subscribed or connected, shout out to you. You've already been home trained. If you haven't done so already, click that like button, share it with somebody. Don't be stingy, and post up where you're coming from, where you're tuning in from, what your issues are, what you expect to get out of this. Did we hit the mark? Did we exceed the mark? Engage with the content. That is the greatest currency that you can give at this time, so that you push the algorithm to push this to other people so that they might see, know, consider, and understand that they can do this too. They can do this same thing, turn it around, flip it, reverse it for thirds, and they can begin to earn, to bring in more, to add more value to what they already have, and so on and so forth. Next, I want you to mute all distractions. Maybe you have kids, you're expecting someone to come over or not. Put it on vibrate, because if you pay attention, your full attention, and then you apply the attention, oh my God, if you apply the pressure to the place where you had your intentions and your attention, you are not only going to retain the information more, but you all are also going to guarantee yourself that you will see some sort of result. I said resort. So a resort to doing your very best, your level best. And then I want you to take massive awe inspired action. What do I mean by that? It's wonderful for you to like my slides. I'm going to give you some things to look at. I'm going to give you some things you're going to absolutely love. But I'm going to tell you something is not enough. I want you to do something. I want you to be impacted and empowered. When you leave this place, you ought to be 10 times taller than you are right now. Your chest needs to be poked out. Your spine is going to be elongated because I'm giving you information that you not only can feel, but you can pass it on to other people with absolute fire. And from now on, I want you to commit within yourself. I will post dope content. I will put up content, and it's dope because I am incredible. It's incredible because I'm incredible. It's wonderful info because I'm wonderful. And I'm not only giving folks what I want them to have, I'm giving them what they need and what they very probably want to have as well, so that their lives can be better, so that they can move about the cabin freely doing what they've been called to do. So now that you know what to do, let's get it started. So if you are up with us live at 5 every weekday morning, shout out to me, then you already know that these are our four pillars: focus, consistency, relationships, and service. Put it in the chat because that's how you're going to say amen to me. And I'm not seeing what you're doing because I'm minding my business doing what I'm doing. So, my business is to make sure that you get all this information and that you get this money as soon as possible. That's what my job is. So, don't stay in your lane while I drive this traffic to you. So focus, consistency, relationships, and service. Focus is all about recognizing it's not so much about the demand, it's not so much about creating it or your delivery system or that you are the supplier or that you are the plug. Understand that you are these things. You are the demand. You are the lead magnet. You are the thing. You are the thing. You are the thing that folks are buying into. It's not even your intellect, it's the way you come across. It's the way you convict and convey in your communication. And when you focus on the main thing, you come across even that much more authentic, that much more clear, etc., because you're focusing on the main thing. You're focusing on getting your clients and customers the absolute highest for their investment with you. You are here to focus on operating, serving, sharing, and dare I say, selling at the highest level. How do you do that? Demonstrate power every single time you hit the screen, every single time they hear your voice, every single time you put something in front of them. It ought to ooze power. Somebody needs to be set on fire when you open your mouth because you're giving them something that they not only can feel, but they can see it in their accounts. Oh, yes, I'm on fire tonight. Now, consistency. Consistency speaks to discipline, and you will be paid handsomely for showing up and showing out every single time, right? And it might not come overnight. We were talking about overnight success last week on the show, and I heard a quote many, many years ago, and they said, my overnight success took me 30 years. Oh, understand when you are consistent and persistent, people pay attention to you. And they may not pay attention to you in a way that you know, but you will always have an advocate of people who have been watching you and seeing how you operate when times are good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Be consistent. If content is king, then consistency and constancy is its queen. Understand that. And I said what I said, I meant what I said. Don't at me. Relationships, it's all about relationships. If you intend to be in business, you want to build relationships, and that comes with conversation, it comes with connection, it comes with consistency, it comes with focus. How is it that you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't speak to them every day? It doesn't work. So I want you to begin to start having conversations with people. Some of you can start having conversations with one another right now in the chat. Why? Because the person who you're visually above or beneath, that might be the person who you need, or they need you to get to the next level, and you're the one to do that. And of course, we're going to talk about service here because service is where this is all going to land. I'm here as a result of service. I'm not here on my own. I represent an agency. I'm not here on my own. I represent a kingdom. I'm not here on my own. I represent the good folks that I'm affiliated with so that I can pass on the same opportunity that was given to me. And my job, my hope, my desire, my prayer is you do better than I do. Because if you do better than I do, then I'm always going to have somebody to refer me to them. So at the end of the day, it's always about doing your level best to stay focused, consistent, building on relationships, and providing service. You're going to hear me mention the Zillionaires community several times. I will refer them. Yes, I will. And I don't care because guess what? It is a platform that has helped me tremendously move from the mundane into where you see me before you right now. Before you, kings, queens, and strewn, or those that are strewn anywhere thereabout. All right. So I'm going to show you that after this presentation, I'm going to show you how to get your 50 luxury prompts. And if you know anything about me, you know that 50 prompts is the bare minimum. I don't play games. I love to over deliver. So this is for you if through what we're learning here, you want to increase your profits, convert more leads in less time with AI and automation. I'm not here playing games with you because I know it's about you making money. I know it's about you creating another line of business in your business that you don't have to be tethered to all day. I know it's about your business's bottom line, turning it into something bankable. And we have a proven track record of results with a bulletproof approach that you would want to listen to this evening if this is for you. If you're interested in wanting more buyers, wanting more clients, wanting to convert your audience into one of the two, if you want to increase your revenue and your reach and you want more income, then you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right person. Dare I say me? So, in the words of the great Oprah, I'm building, I'm leading, I'm building you somewhere. How does it make money? I'm going to show you five. Even though there are about 25 different ways, I'm just going to show you five. Because when you see what I'm going to show you and when it makes sense to you, you're going to wonder why you haven't been doing this before. hmm Number one, you can use this with a subscription based model. What I'm showing you here in terms of creating photo shoots for yourself, branded or otherwise, you can turn this into a subscription model for your clients or customers on a monthly or a yearly basis to access. Why? Because once you start paying for content and you know that you can get consistency and continuity and you can build and build and build on your repertoire, on your portfolio, you're going to pay for it. Folks will pay you to do the work that they don't want to do or they don't have time to do. Why you're not doing it? Because you didn't know. Second, per image purchases. I would not recommend this, but there are some folks who are out there that are like, well, I don't know if I'm going to go for monthly or quarterly or yearly accesses yet. Let me just dip my toe in that sea of iniquity for a moment. So, what I would do is get two, three, four friends and say, listen, I want to create some avatars for you. I want to create a photo shoot for you. And, I'm going to show you a few of them. I'll give you one of them and you'll pay me like 50 bucks, 150 bucks for one of them if you really, really like them. At this point, if you're charging $100 a pop, I just showed you how to make $500, $400, a couple of $100 that you didn't have before. Because, oh yeah, by the way, you're going to be paid in advance for this. They may not give you $100 if you ask them, but if you show them something that they can use, and then, oh yeah, you can bump them up to a monthly fee, why would they not do that? And then they're helping you build your portfolio in the process. Don't play games with me. It's too easy when you know what to do. Third, you can build branded content creation. You can partner with beauty brands to create AI generated branded beauty shots for their marketing materials. If you are in business, one of the most tedious jobs, particularly if you're a data driven person or group or division, You're focused on the data. You don't have time for pretty pictures. But folks know that because over 90% of us are visual learners, it is absolutely important that those images hit where they're supposed to, how they're supposed to. And the best way that they can do that is have those images demonstrated in their marketing materials. Do you see here how this can make money for you? Okay, the marketplace for art. I don't know if those of you are still doing NFTs, but guess what? Non fungible tokens. You can still create art with AI and sell them in the marketplace. Sell them on OpenSea, sell them on Facebook Marketplace, ETSY, whatever it is, wherever, put them on the TikToks and sell them direct. You have to be creative with putting your offers out there because you never know who's actually going to purchase them from you. And then finally, you want to collaborate. Do a collabo with some influencers or photographers or videographers that you might know. Remember, I told you earlier today, it's all about lessening the burden, if you will, on your purse, on your budget, lessening the burden of your budget. What better way than to partner with photographers and videographers who might use AI to enhance their shoots or create digital concepts? They might be looking for backgrounds for some photos that they did for some other people a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago. Why not you become the plug for that? Become the supplier for that. Remember what I said. You are the demand, you are the supply, you are the plug. Why are you playing? This is how it can make money for you. So these are some of our fellow members over at Zillionaires who absolutely love this product. They are witnesses to how this has transformed their business, how it has streamlined their processes, how it has given them freedom, given them choice, giving them a lesser workload that they have to bear, and make their tasks seamless. I am all for doing way less far more efficiently than anything else. And I want to help you learn this skill so that you can increase your profits, convert more leads, aka get more business clients, customers into your and past your pay gate so that you'll be able to focus on the main thing. How do you do that? Using AI and automation. That will cause you and your business to work at warp speed. Are you with me? So I'm going to give you the formula. But one of the questions that you need to ask yourself when it comes to branded images is this: what makes them so? A branded, stunning image is defined by consistency, emotion, and alignment with brand identity. You better write this down, put it in the chat forever. Like, share, etc., etc. Every buy is an emotional buy. Every single buy is an emotional buy. I'm going to tell you, I can prove it. If you ask yourself 7 times for the number of completion why you're doing something, the bottom line is always an emotional one. Why do you want to buy this thing? Why is that? Why is that? Go 7 times deep, and you will see that there's a deeper element that's involved. When you create branded images, it ensures a recognizable, familiar, remember, and a cohesive visual representation, and it builds an emotional bond with the audience and authentically communicates the brand's message and core values. Consistency, emotion, and alignment. If you can create all of these, you already have the connection. You already have the draw. You already have the tentacles where you need them to be. Now, all you need to do is just finesse the situation until you can do no more. You want to over deliver every single time. So there are no excuses, only opportunities of affluence, influence, and dare I say, surplus for you. All right, so let's dig a little bit deeper. If you are familiar with this image with my hands in the air, like I just don't care, you must follow me on LinkedIn. Shout out to the good folks at LinkedIn that got me unhacked. So let us just press down on this. Who is this for? This is for you if and only if you are interested in boosting your brand's presence and revenue. If you're interested in avoiding high photo shoot costs, increasing audience engagement, creating stunning visual content, generative passive aggressive revenue. You have to listen to us during the week to know what that means. Yes, yes, yes. My passive is aggressive. If you're interested in avoiding creative burnout and finding entrepreneurial community and leveraging AI in business, then not only is this for you, but congratulations, because this is everything you are going to learn if you haven't already during this presentation slash workshop. We're going to get into it right now. So, these are also the things that you need to create branding success. Have you ever heard of multi-million dollar ideas? Every single one of us have multi-million dollar ideas because I can prove it. I could prove it. How many times did you have an idea that didn't come to pass, at least from your hands, and then years, months, sometimes even days, you saw that someone else did it and they wound up making however much more money than you did in the millions. So all of us have multi-million dollar ideas. But what you'll need to learn is how to use the tools and, of course, from where you are. If you've heard me speak before, I'll tell you, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. That's a quote by Arthur Ashe. I wish I wrote it myself, but I did not. But I want to let you know that you are a champion. If you heard it and if you received what I said, you have just been delivered from self sabotage. The self sabotage of standing still until you think that you're perfect. You're perfect as you are, because you're the only one who has the privilege of being who you are. So those ideas, we are going to bring them from concept into ideation and then deployment or development so that you can get your products and your ideas out there. And the scenes that you're seeing flipped here, that's a digital product that you can create. We had 20 prompts that are here, and we also gave some instructions to uh, people who were in the children's beauty business, meaning hair salons, spas that are geared towards children themselves, right? And then here in this particular document, if you watch on one of the videos that we did on YouTube last week, we talked about some AI tools that are in tools that you already have and you're not making use of. And you're still sitting here trying to figure out what you're going to put together. Go see that video and see how much you already have at your fingertips. What I'm going to show you is how to make some of these images just like you see before you. Now, if you know anything about me, the story's not about me. It's not about me. It's about clients and customers. It's about the audience getting to know what they need to know, putting away with their ambivalence to being on screen or even going live. No, I want you to build these avatars for yourself in the scenes where you see yourself, and so that they will present themselves as the kind of business space you want to put forward for your offers. So they don't have to be as buttoned up as this. They can be loud. They can, resemble your favorite raspberry or rainbow sherbet, or, it can be calm, serene, and green, or a pop of purple. You have to know where you want to start. So now this is where we get into it, the kid and caboodle of the thing. So we want you to start with the avatar. Do you have an avatar? We all have an avatar. We all have a picture of ourselves. If you ever had an ID on your job that you wish you would say, who who told me that I looked okay that day? That's where you start from there, okay? Next, we're going to show you what using Canva and their AI enhancements will do. And no, I'm never going to knock Canva, but what I'm letting you know is if there's an easier way and that you can go further, why would you not do that? And before you say, oh no, losers cut corners, okay, ask $500 million Orion Seacrest. His net worth is probably closer to $1 billion at this point. And do you want to know why? Not just because of the movies, not just because of the liquor company, not just because of what is it, Mint Mobile. It is because he has a marketing agency, ladies and gentlemen, that is operating off of what? God-like speed, trends, and knowing what the devil to do with marketing and promo. That's it. In other words, he's trolling hot topics. So, do you want to get stuck with the tool going back and forth, or do you want to use one tool that you can use over and over again, develop and design your orders or offers, and then be done with it? I choose the latter. And then finally, we're going to show you strategic placement. After you're finished with these images, now what? So I'll start the way we're going to end. I'm telling you, you need to place this on social media, on your websites, in ads, and as part of your lead magnets. And the reason why I'm starting from the end is because it's biblical, it's scriptural. If you have ever had a vision board, you know what I'm talking about. Because if you focus on something and you see yourself somewhere, and then because you got so busy, one day you're going to look up and say, oh my goodness, I am in my vision board. Why? Because you saw it, you called the shot. So when you're creating these images, I want you to keep in mind, is this kind of pose going to bode well with my folks on social, with my folks on Pinterest, with my folks on this place, that place, other place? Think about that when you're creating these images. And here's the thing, you can't really do that when you're being photographed. But because you're creating these images, wow, I'm just getting this as I'm talking about this. And this is the second time I'm talking about this today. You are really self producing your own photo shoot while you are being, I Love Lucy is my alter ego, right? And there was a time in one of the episodes, there was a time that Ethel, Fred, Lucy, Ricky, they went on some sort of trip together, and they wound up in this town. The the police officer or the state trooper was the person to give them gas, the person to fix their car, the judge that they had to face for the ticket that they had. You have to be all these people, and you get a chance to do that when you are self producing. You have no time to sit and try to say, okay, well, we'll do that later. No, understand when you go in that these images are going to be replicated across your social media, but they'll be slightly different and still have the same message. I hope I'm getting through to some of you. So, we're going to start with me, and I'm going to use my avatar as an example. So, my original avatar is this right here, like, stop playing, you're crazy, I don't want to play. So then we moved over to this professional shot here. And some of you may have seen this on my podcast, et cetera, et cetera. And then we moved into this. And this is why we're backing into this. You can take your image and you can actually face swap. All right. Any of you familiar with Kendrick Lamar, one of the greatest videos of all time, is where he used what's called, you fill in the blank because I forgot the word, but it's face swapping, right? And so this is an image. While this is my hairstyle, when I feel like blowing all of this mania out, right? This is me, but it's not me, and it's the same thing. And one of the reasons why this is so important that I point this out to you is because I'm showing you what not to do. Because while this is cute, this is wonderful, of course, I'm beautiful. Yeah, I'm beautiful. But if I were to decide to take this image and put it on the back of a book that I've written and I sell that book, if the photographer or the subject of this photo were to see that image on the back of that book, I could be sued for that image if they hold the copyright to it. Photographers, let me know. Videographers, let me know. That is the danger of doing this in this AI world. And one of the reasons why I decided to go live is because I want you to be out here understanding in these streets that these people are not playing with the law. We have somebody in office signing off on stuff who doesn't care whether he has the authority or not, because all he's doing is trying the judicial system. And you might just come across some person who wants to try it. Okay? You don't think people are trying it with the law? Look at ASAP Rocky right now. They told him to take a deal. He didn't want to take a deal. He's facing 20 years in prison because he doesn't want to lose his fashion deals. Really foolish people want to try it. The law is not discriminatory, and yet it is, but that's another show. So just be careful when you're swapping these images, and know that once you put a price tag on something, that these people can come after you if they want to. Most of the time they won't, but they probably will. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, the second part of this is how to stay away with this, and that's by generating your own image. So when I go into my platform or my software, I will put in maybe 10, 15 images of myself, and then it will generate images like this, images like this, images like this. As a realtor, this would be absolutely perfect, right? And if I wanted to get even that more dramatical, I can use this one right here. I can switch it up according to what I need it for, right? So in this background here, the reason why I have my background as green is because this is what I'm promoting right now. I'm promoting zillionaires. Their colors are green and white and black. And yeah, it's just if I'm a person of color. So my skin and olive green, it just absolutely works. But what if we're working with a luxury realtor? I'm glad that you asked. So I'm going to pop out of this for a moment. And then what I'll do is I'll go into my Canva. So let me go to the next one. Hold on. Let me pop right back up again. And what will happen is these images will be on desktop, will be placed in a magazine, right? If that's what we're looking at. So, why would I show you something like this? Because I need you to understand your images are going to be congruent to where you are, or what your audience is looking at the time. I'm so sorry for this. I don't see why this is not populated here. Okay, so as a realtor, if we're going to work with Canva and enhance these images, so let's say, for example, we take this image, and this image was created in Zillionaires. So all I would do is duplicate this image. And for whatever reason, I always have my head cut off here. But we're just doing this for um, illustration purposes. So let's say these are the luxury properties that, let's go into position as well, that our girl wants to sell, right? Images like this or places like this, right? Now these are auto generated, right? These are artificially generated. These images are generated, right? So if I'm playing with Canva, all I would do is I would place your girl here, right? And this would even work nice for a website as well. I would go to my background remover, and I would take out this section here, this background, and then you see how that pops here. But because my head is like literally cut off and my arm is literally cut off, what I can do is just move this over here. So that's part of the image. I can increase my size here, right? And then move her over a little bit. And there you see, let me zoom this out so you can see it. And there you can see that's a nice little image that we can have there. This is something that can be used as a signature on, an email, et cetera, et cetera. It's up to you as to where you want to use it. Now, if you are in graphics like me, you know that the lighting is off from the back to the front. So you would have to play with that lighting in order to get the desired result. So let's see how that would look with this image. So I'm just moving this aside. So you see the difference in this. I actually like the darker, but this is what I mean. You can use these images and you can create this from this image that was generated. But if you didn't have to come out of the platform to create something different, would you do that? Should you do that? The answer is yes and yes. So we're going to pop over to do, 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 zillionaires for a second because I want to show you what you can do. So here's my image here. And here are some of the images that they created from that. It was only 4 of them, right? So what I'm going to do is, I am going to regenerate this for you. Hopefully it's up and running now. And usually it takes less than a minute to generate these. So these are some of the images that you can come away with. And I'll tell you what the inspiration for one of these are. It's going to be amazing. So you can see it created another image for me. So if I wanted to see, if I wanted to see myself in, let's say, my favorite background here or in an office. Okay, I'm not going to waste time here, but here's an image or here's a series of images where you can, if you have a podcast, you can have a representation of a microphone, you can be in a radio studio, etc., etc. But we're talking about real estate. So I have an image here. That's a perfect example of that. And what you can do is go into this prompt and purple blouse, sitting at a desk, silver microphone on stand. So I'm going to copy this prompt, right? And I'm going to do something crazy for a second. I'm going right into my notes, but it is what it is, right? And we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here. And then we're going to go up again. All right. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take this prompt as well. Soft makeup. Background is simple gray color, minimalistic. Okay, we're going to take this out. So we'll just take the portion that we want, right? Remember that this says close up, photograph. That doesn't have to be a close up. Wearing a bright purple blouse. Does it say long wavy hair? And sometimes you can change this and put like, your hair up in a messy bun, whatever that is, right? So let's see how this comes out now. All right. All right. So you're going to put this in your image idea. And what the image idea is, it'll explain that to you. It'll describe what it is that you want to see. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So let's see what happens here. I said create. I said create. Oh, I have to do this again. Copy. For whatever reason, you have to choose this. And then you're going to have to redo that. Now, Let's see. All right, so it should take a couple of minutes. Excuse me, seconds. What am I saying? Lord have mercy. We are live. We are live. Take the moment to like, share, subscribe, post up your comments, your questions, your concerns, and we'll try to get back to you at the end of the presentation here for a moment. All right, so now you see it's showing me with this microphone. So what is, I want to take this out. Right, blue dress, natural expression, potty plant in the background, colorful notebooks, smiling, multi-million dollar office setting, professional, vibrant, happy colors, mid-shot, daytime. Uh, let's see what it does right now without me getting crazy. And I'm going to show you if you have no idea, no clue of how you would like to look. Because sometimes you're just like so bogged down in your head that you really don't see it until you see it. You really don't see it until it's looking back at you. And one of the things that I absolutely love about design is, having fun with different clients and asking them, what do you see, or what images have you seen, or what websites have you seen that you like, and give me some of them that you don't like. So we have two things to play with: knowing exactly what not to do, and knowing what or where the vision of the person that you're working with, where they are coming from or going to, right? This one is wonderful to me. This one is a nice one that you can use. So again, you're playing with these backgrounds, and understand that the more detail you give about your background, let's say you want to be in front of a home, you can do that as well. I think I have some images of myself with blonde hair in front of my house. So not only do I know what I would look like if I was a blonde, which is frightening, but I have an idea. I have an idea of, what that might look like. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here, but I'm just showing you different ways that you can use this platform for yourself and for others as well. I wanted to see if I could find that image of me in blonde. It is hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. Okay, there's more, but I don't want to boggle you down with that. All right. So, what else did I want to show you? Where's the image that I have here? There is an image that I had. This is the image. And if none of you, I already mentioned him, but Ryan Reynolds couch. Let me see. Please come up as number one. Please, please. Oh, of course it wouldn't come up as number one because I'm here. His eyebrows. The only reason why we laugh at him is because of his eyebrows. You do know that, right? Okay. So I wanted to show you what was my motivation here. And when I do that, it's coming closer now. All right. All right, I don't see it. All right, so I think this is the photo shoot. Okay. It's another one. He's actually sitting on the floor. Well, this is the closest thing to it. So I used this as inspiration for my image, right? And as you can see, we bear absolutely no resemblance whatsoever. right? But this is the image that was recreated. Where else will you see this image? Well, when you actually sign on, for those who registered for this class earlier, or if you want to get this, you can go to the link provided in the uh, show notes. You'll get you'll get our 50 prompts, and you know it's not 50 prompts. And inside, that's where you're going to see this Ryan Reynolds inspired image as your welcome. So I already showed you how you can use our platform in Zillionaires and come back and use Canva and their AI enhancements to create this. Or you can go back to our platform and utilize prompts, if you will. Go into your prompts and go in and actually enjoy yourself with these prompts. And of course, they're not all going to come out perfect, because guess what? If we're not perfect, you need to know that the AI is not going to be perfect as well. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, what is going on with my hands right here? What is happening? So you have to remember that the tech is learning as well. It's learning what you like, it's learning what you don't like. If you don't like this image, I have to say one here so that it knows what not to do. And as you begin to tell it what you like, it will generate more of what you like and less of what you don't. Okay? So this image here is hilarious. I wasn't even this skinny when I was born. Like, what is happening? What is happening? Where am I in a situation? So, when you're creating things like this, and I wanted to create something else for you as well, I want you to avoid the overuse of filters that distort your brand identity. And I think I went through one of these images before. Um, they had me like, what, 110 pounds. This has nothing to do with the way we market. This showing all this cleavage, no, that is not my brand. That is not our brand at ECMG. So you have to understand, I could use this because it's vibrant. I can always pixelate this. I can always use this here. Wonderful, to the point, in your face at times. But we are about creating ambiance and atmosphere before folks even get into what we're doing or what we're offering. They can go in and they can see what it's going to be like to work with us. Okay. So here's what I wanted to say. So when you see this purple, or me in purple, and then you see these images here, I don't know what is going on here. Even my face is like, what are you doing? So normally you wouldn't see me in this vein, except maybe like on a, dress down Friday or something like that. But usually I'm showing up this way, and this is hilarious because I always have at least one hair out of place just for GP. Like, I'm so anti sometimes. So you'll see me dressed up, dressed down, somewhere in between. But for me to show up in athletic wear or leisure wear like this, it's an extreme. So remember that you have to be mindful of who you're speaking to, who you're presenting to, what or how to read the room, if you will, depending on whether you're on social, on streaming, on search, wherever you're represented, right? So this blue here is a little bit more buttoned up, but this dress that she has with the scoop neck and the material that I'm seeing is some sort of rayon blend with something, that's saying one thing to one particular set of people. To see me a little bit more buttoned up in the previous images is saying something else. And that's the importance of having all of these differences in your images because while you're talking to different people, people see you in a different way. Now, this is me on an average day where I'm like, leave me alone, get out the way. Right? But this is still me here as well. So it's just about you showing the different sides of who you are, but your message stays the same. What do I mean by that? Well, if you look in my eyes are my eyes. The eyes don't change, right? That's the seed of the soul. It is what it is. So let's go in and let's have a little bit of fun because I'm going to show you how to start from, look, I don't know. I want you to start from there, right? So let's go to. Okay, I was looking up Ryan here. I was looking up Ryan. Get out of here. So if you are a realtor, I got this image, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful image of Miss Tiffany Smith, right? When I looked up luxury realtor, I found this. And the reason why they have this here, even though she's in branding, is the leather seats, the different patterns in the back. Not too cool with this background here, but I love this image. So what I'm going to do is save this image and I'm going to name it CEO Tiff, right? Branded Beauty Shots. And what I'm going to do is go over to this platform called fluxailab.com. Fluxailab.com. And what I'm going to do is upload my image, the same image that I just downloaded. Desktop, AI, CEO tip. That's the image, right? So we want to grab that. And for time's sake, I'm going to select mid journey and short. Let me make this medium left. And what this tool is going to do is give me a description of what this looks like. And all I'll need to do, and it does it rather quickly, is copy it. I'm going to bring this back over into my precision tool, right? And I'm going to take this out and put this in. So it would say photograph of confident black women with do, 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 back here, pants and gray suits, smiling warmly, office setting, blah, 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 blah. Relax, yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's see. All right, and you have to play with this a little bit. So if this image comes out the way you want it to, then what's going to happen? What's going to happen is this. Bong, bong, bong. Right? And then you're going to create another image. Right? I don't like that black. So I'm going to play with this a little bit. I think I want to play with the lighting. And I'm going to put some heavy makeup. That's really nice. That's a corporate image. And I want to show you how beautifully these come out. So let me click on it so you can see. Now, it might be a little grainy. It might be perfect to you, but I don't like this cleavage showing here. When you want to upgrade it, excuse me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on, come on, come on. You can upscale the image. And once you do that, it'll be a little less pixelated and a lot more clear than it is right now. I actually like these two images, so I don't want to play games with this. So this is how you create your shoot here, right? I'm not going to play. Let me see something. Natural light, elegant atmosphere, casual pose, relax yet poised, natural light. Let's do Cinematic light. Did this say daytime wearing black pants, sitting in an armchair? Do do do. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, contemporary decor. We're going to say luxury decor. Um, at night. Let's see. This might come out a little crazy, but it'll be a little less than a minute before we do that. So I'm going to give you some more examples of what you can create with these images. This website, if you haven't seen it before, I'll show you right now. This website was created in a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours. All of the content from images, video, some of it we snagged, some of the videos we snagged. Um, we rejudged some info here. We did a review. If you are an affiliate of any kind, I'm gonna tell you how you gonna make your money. If you are an affiliate of any kind, what's general standard is that you create a review page for some of your items and be honest. Is it a 5 out of 5? Is it a 4 out of 5? Give them information and let them know. Listen, ask about me. Guess what? I'm also a founding member. So I'm letting you know, yes, I'm giving you this review and it's an honest review. You could take it or leave it, but I'm letting you know what it's all about. I'm answering your questions. I'm telling you what our services are. If you need us on the other side, that's really the only way that you can get hold of us and not pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to work with us because you're already a part of we're a part of the same membership. So while it's not a sorority or fraternity, it is an organization. Wow. I guess you can call us the online BMI of AI and automation because it is about business, whether you're a startup thinking about it or, you have your own business, have had it for a long time, and, you want to have some support, right? Here's another website also created with AI. Also created, well, this is, yeah, I did create this with AI as well. Some of the content, um not all of the copy, because here's one thing you have to learn about AI. AI has to learn what your speaking patterns are, how you would normally come across. And so this was early on in our process, and we actually used a combination of our copy, and then we revised and updated it with language from AI, and it wasn't just Chat GPT. All right. And so even after we were finished with all of these, and this came out pretty good. After we were finished with this, we actually took the entire site and we put it into an AI platform whose name shall remain nameless, just to see where we needed to improve. And then we applied those improvements. So I just wanted to let you know this is some of the things that you can create with this. Charge a couple of hundred, couple of $1,000, and put on top of it your consulting fees or your retainer fees, so that your customers can come back to you and you can benchmark, how well they're doing, how they can improve, et cetera, et cetera. All of this generated by AI with our input and also our updates as well. Okay, so this is what you can create. This is a generated image. And oh, by the way, Canva. This says design with Canva. Telling you about tools you don't even know you have. So back to this. These images can be part of a portfolio that you can sell for hundreds of dollars a pop. If you do a package of anywhere between 15 and 30 photos, just count, just keep counting. I want you to do the research on how much one of these images would cost to do. So, in this platform on Zillionaires, in order for these spaces to even look remotely the same, right? You have to put in at least 15 images of the person. So if someone is sending you 15 images, you have to look at the time that it takes for you to download, then re upload. Then for this, you have to pay for the upload for the platform to begin learning that image, right? So if here's my thing, if you have to pay, they have to pay. That's common sense. So that's what you want to do. So it's this easy to create images like this that you can take and you can absolutely use them in and on your copy, on your slides, your work, what you're doing, how you're doing it. I can take this right now, plug this in, and if we were talking about real estate brokership or whatever that is, loading. That's me. So, all right. And forget all this other stuff that's here. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. And you can use it just like that. All right. So, what did I say? What did I say? Make sure that this aligns with your real life brand. So, like I said, I don't usually come out in a hoodie and bamboo earrings, at least two pair, but there I go. My eyes are the same. What are you talking about? So make sure that your brand is consistent no matter what. And of course you want to discuss this with your clients as well and letting them know we might have a wild card that we will include in your images, but that's just for fun's sake, and it may be something that they can use in another line of business that they have as well. And when you save your images, and this is just food for thought, when you save your images and upload them to, let's say, your website or particularly your website or a blog post, make sure that you're naming your images after the subject matter, at least with some of the keywords that you're using the photo for, or whatever the article is about, whatever the website is about. Make sure that you optimize your photos as well with that language and with those hashtags and those keywords. All right. All right. So I gave you that. 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 All right. So now we're giving you your free bonuses for all of you who have attended. If you want, because this is a replay in real time. Actually, doing this for the second time today. If you want those books, you'll have to register for them, and the link will be in the bio, also or in the show notes. Next, we're going to talk to you about what Zillionaires actually is and how you can get it at your fingertips right now. So, I'm going to let you know right now, we're going to zoom through this. I want to let you know right now, it's really, really easy for you to understand, or it should be easy for you to understand at this point, that um, you're not going to be replaced by AI, but you will be replaced by those who have mastered AI. And the question that you need to ask yourself is, how much is it costing you not to master the tool? Right? Because you can have a weapon, but if you can have a weapon and you can brandish it, but if you can't use it, what does it matter? Because there are people who are laid out with their weapon in their hand. So you have to understand that the tools that you have are just are not as important as the one who's holding the tool. Pause. So welcome to Zillionaires. And the whole concept behind Zillionaires is that it's an AI automation community made for us and by us on the low, right? It is offering you a powerful partnership, a holistic approach to success, and it empowers financial freedom. And it's all about a collaborative growth with your community, with a community of folks who are like you, not like you, unique, diverse, and really you can learn so much in a moment. Again, these images here, all these images here, provided by AI, generated by AI, right? So the question that I know you're all asking are, what's the price? It's not about the price, it's the cost. How much is it costing you not to have these tools in place right now? If you had a goal, a financial goal to reach by December 31st of last year, and you did not meet that goal and you did not exceed that goal, then, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly how much it's costing you. The difference between what your goal was and what you didn't make is the cost of what it's paying you not to learn this offer, not to learn about this, right? So, all of what is listed here before you is what you're going to get inside with Zillionaires, right? All of these things you're going to get are worth thousands upon thousands of dollars each line item, but you're not even going to get all of these combined together for that price. It's going to help you to increase your profits, to convert more leads in less time because you'll be utilizing AI and automation. Here are a couple of testimonials. We'll be zipping right through these. If you want to come back, you absolutely can. But I wanted to give you this food for thought. If you're still interested in going to one of the Ivy League schools so that you can learn, school going to charge you this, and they're going to take 4 weeks for you to learn how to do that. Now, these slides were, full disclosure, put together in, I think, October of last year. But the thing is still the thing. They're going to charge you $1,800 to do this. But and then they're going to give you 4 weeks to do this. But what does the first line of keeping up with the trends say? The digital landscape evolves at lightning speed. In other words, you ain't got time for that. You do not have time for that. So, you want to go to MIT? I don't blame you. MIT is one of the most formidable schools that are out there. But they are going to take 9 weeks of your time, 6 weeks out, 6 hours per week. Are you going to be utilizing, learning what they're giving you? And they're going to charge you $2,600 to do that, right? And then I believe the filing fee is $150, and that is non-refundable. That is not speed, ladies and gentlemen. It's not speed. Let's say you want to go to Wharton. Wharton is nothing to sniff at, one of the best colleges or universities in the United States. Well, they want 6 months of your time, and they're going to charge you, might as well charge you $1,700. Excuse me, $17,000. I'm gonna say this one more time: $17,000 for all of this time, 6 months online and live, right? But what are they giving you in return? They're not guaranteeing you that you're going to get anything from them, like a job, a prospect, or anything else. And oh, yeah, by the way, they're absolutely not going to ask you to be an affiliate. They'll ask you to be alumni by way of give us our money. We want our money. But by the same token, if you were to if you were to refer the school to someone else and someone decided that they were going to go and they're paying $16,000 as a tuition, are you going to get a piece of that money back? No, because Wharton doesn't have an affiliate program. Do you see what I'm saying? And also, they're not going to give you the opportunity to do that, to sell, to update, none of that. They're not going to give you that. So, if we were to charge you to do this yourself, meaning if we were to put together all of your presentations for providing this service for your clients and customers, we would charge you upwards of $3,000 a month, and you would have to pay that 3 months in advance because we don't play games. And once we start, it literally is a done deal. It's not like we're going to start today and then we'll wait to deploy. No, we build the plane while we're flying, right? So by the numbers, we're giving you so much more than you normally would have gotten, because not only are we giving to you this one tool that I just showed you, there are actually 30 tools and counting that you're going to have on the inside of this AI and automation community called the Zillionaires. But if you decide that you want to sign up with us, with me tonight, and that means in the next couple of hours, what you're going to get is my recap community. You're going to have access to everything that's there, even though it's locked. We're going to give you all of the information that's inside, because why? We have our own proprietary content. We're going to give you a Privé website template so that you can start making review sites yourself, bringing in that search engine optimization revenue into your business. Next, we're going to give you our big branding book. That is our website and social media template so you can start. Then we're also going to give you our website and social assessment, which is a $555 value, where we show you exactly what and where you're faring online. So that's a $3,000 value that you're getting on top of that, right? So for the first 5 sign-ups tonight, the first 5 sign-ups tonight, you will receive a 90-minute consultation, which is a profit and 90-day action plan. We're going to show you not only how to make the money, but how to reinvest it into your ads, your articles, anything that would help you make a dollar out of 15 cents. We want to show you how to do that effortlessly and efficiently, utilizing less time, because you have AI and automation set up for you. Again, we would charge you thousands per month, and you require a 3 month payment of that upfront. So what we're offering to you today is an over 98% off, not the price. This is not yesterday's price. Today's price is not yesterday's price. And if you're paying attention, you can flow right through here and you can take advantage of it right now. We're also offering a 75% built-in referral system, wherein as soon as you get on the other side, you can start extolling the virtues of this offer right now. So if you want to double back and get your return on your investment in 24 hours, you can do that. There's no harm, no foul. In fact, that's what we want you to do. So here are some of the frequently asked questions and answers. And someone is always asking, is this going to work for me? Am I going to see results? Will this even work for me? Well, what makes you different? Will this work for my business? In some way, shape, or form, people feel that for whatever reason, this ain't for them. Well, if you heard me say anything about you today, you've heard me say, listen to me very closely. You are the perfect you. No one else was qualified. So if you see results, or when you see results, you're going to see increased engagement and visibility within the first week, because that is normal to what our clients and our customers do, and also our members. Some of our members are just crazy. They're killing it on what's that thing called? TikTok. Will it work without followers? Listen, it'll work if you having followers that are engaged. And the whole premise of staying consistent is that you have people consistently coming to your platform because they want to engage with you. So yes, absolutely. What makes us different is that we're not only offering you software, we're not only offering you a flat offer. or a flat, something that you can use and then never see us again, never be connected with a community again, never be connected with a system again that's going to be automated. You get all of that and then some. Oh, by the way, you're getting applications, AI, automated applications that you would normally be paying a monthly fee for each of them. You are paying one fee at one time unless you desire special features that can be monthly. You That's an option, but you're absolutely not going to be paying double digits, and some of these platforms triple digits every single month, because you already have that in the platform. And need I tell you that while their prices are going to go up, because that's the way the beast goes, you don't have to worry about that, because you have an all-in-one solution right here that just happens to have support on top of it. All right. So these are some more questions that folks have answered. Is it necessary to use AI for your brand? It's not necessary, but you absolutely should. You absolutely should, especially for those who don't like being on camera. This young lady, this is I, this is me. You haven't seen me, and yet you've seen me throughout the entire process. AI allows for that. So this is for those who don't like being online, who don't like showing their face. That's what AI is for. Do you have to have the skills to manage AI? If you can cut and paste, you have the skills. If you can come up with an idea, you have the skills. If you can develop prompting and designing prompts, that's something. And here's the thing: if you are not still learning, you are not living. If you are not still learning, you are not living. So understand, all of our skills are being sharpened. All of our skills are being put up to snuff with what we say it is that we know, right? Will AI replace my own creative vision? No, actually, it enhances it. It gives you more ideas, more of what to look for, more of what to tweak, if you will, and it is helping you to ask the right questions. That is my number one love about AI. It's teaching you how to ask the right questions. We always say, as they used to tell us as kids, don't question God. Well, there's a difference between questioning him, meaning questioning his authority, and asking questions. You know there's something wrong with that. Couldn't possibly mean don't question God, because when a child is born and they begin to develop, there's a stage where all they ask is why. If that child is not asking questions, that child is not developing. And we still are like this even to this day. You have to ask questions. And by virtue of the fact that you still have questions, baby girl, baby boy, you're growing. So this is absolutely going to enhance your asking skills and determining whether this is something, or AI is something, that you can use in your business to streamline and roll back how much sweat equity you're putting into your business. So all of these questions you can go over, and answers you can go on at your own perusal. But those are the things that I gleaned today from these questions. It's a tool, and if you use it properly, you're going to get everything that you need and then some, not just for yourself, but for your clients and your customers. So as I wrap up, here's what the benefit is to you. You're going to get an automated AI system and support for scalable profits. If it can't be measured, it can't be scaled. This, by nature, is going to show you how to count. It's going to show you how to scale. It's going to show you what growth actually looks like and how to govern yourself accordingly. How is it showing you how to govern yourself accordingly? You're going to have a private group inside once you sign up, right? Therefore, you will be positioned to do better, faster, to serve, to share, and to sell even more. You'll be positioned to monetize time and your talents while you earn as you earn. You'll be positioned to collect connect rather to collect. You're going to leverage your relationships in every good, positive, and perfect way. There's nothing wrong with leveraging your relationships. You want to know what it's calling? It's called trolling. It's called dropping dime, naming names, name dropping. Yes, you want to have that accountability, you want to have that credibility, okay? And you want to be someone who's in the market to be close to people or be in close proximity with the creator of the thing, right? How many times have you bought a digital product or an asset? I don't care if it was $27 or $10,000. If you can't get in touch with a person that you've paid $10,000 to, you messed up. And that person messed up. And shame on them if they don't show up. And that has happened to many of us. I dropped hundreds of dollars one time to talk to somebody. I got it. Listen, I told you, you saw my pictures. I show up and I'm dressed even when I'm not dressed. You know what I mean? And this person showed up in a turban with a pin in it. Are you kidding me? A turban and a tunic. What are you doing? So you get an opportunity to leverage relationships with people who want to see you win and are also in business to do business as well. Turban and a tunic. And then you get an opportunity to say you literally own the tech, because what's happening is in that group, what we do is we open up our mouths. You're dealing with a certain faction of people. We're going to say, maybe you should try this. Maybe we're suggesting this. That's the way we roll. That's the way we grow. And so we're developing an AI inside of this system that is not only ours, but we can download the application itself on our phone so it can be our own personal assistant. I know I'm saying a lot, but I'm saying a lot. You get a chance to own the tech. And finally, you'll be positioned to be the obvious choice to do business with. It's not enough to be the best if people don't want to work with you, because you can be the best and people can't stand you. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So you want to be the only natural progression that a business, a brand, an offer, or an opportunity seeks from you, right? But most of all, the benefits are you will increase your profits, you will convert more leads in less time with AI and automation. That's the way it works. So, what are we offering you here? We're offering you clarity. We're offering you peace of mind. We're offering you conviction. We're offering you confidence. When you have this much under your hood, you have software, you have speed, you have support, you have a system, an ecosystem, if you will, that's always going to put you in a position of excellence when you use it properly, when you use it to start creating opportunities, not just for yourself, but your clients and customers that don't even know you yet. All right. So I thank you so much for your time. And I want you to post up in the comments, post up in the chat, like, share, love, do what you need to do. I hope that this Sunday evening is giving you a lot to think about. And I want you to apply everything it is that we've taught you on this evening. So you can do it with your Canva, you can do it with your Photoshop, you can do it with the resources that we gave you, but you don't want to do this alone. It's so much more fun. There's so much more fun to be had when you have folks who are behind you, who are pushing you to do bigger, better, faster, stronger. So, as I always say to my kinfolk and those who are not, I will meet you at the switch. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you on the other side.